It was a cold, foggy night in October 1967. The small town of Fairview, Oregon, had long been known for its quiet streets and tight-knit community. But on this particular night, something happened that would haunt the town and the world forever. A young man named Thomas Miller, a 27-year-old schoolteacher, left his apartment just before midnight for a short walk in the nearby forest. He never came back. No one saw him again. What makes Thomas's disappearance so extraordinary is not just that he vanished. It's how he vanished. Without a trace, no footprints, no struggle, no evidence of foul play. It's as if the forest itself had swallowed him whole. Thomas was known for his punctuality. Every evening, he would walk his dog, Rusty, along the forest trail behind his apartment. But on October 12th, Rusty was mysteriously left behind in his apartment. Neighbors later reported hearing Thomas hum a tune as he stepped outside. The sound carried faintly through the mist. Witnesses said he waved to a passing car, a man named Harold, who would later tell authorities he thought Thomas looked a little nervous, like someone was following him. That night, the weather was strange. The local meteorological report described patchy fog forming in unnatural swirls and temperature drops that shouldn't have occurred. Many locals later said it felt wrong to be outside. And then, Thomas simply disappeared. When Thomas didn't return by morning, friends and neighbors grew worried. The local police were called. Search parties scoured the forest for miles. Helicopters hovered over the dense canopy, while teams with bloodhounds scoured every trail. Oddly, the dogs refused to track Thomas. They would run a few feet into the forest, then stop, whine, and refuse to move further. Experts later said that this behavior was extremely unusual for trained tracking dogs. Volunteers combed the forest for days. They found a few of Thomas's belongings: a broken wristwatch, a single glove, and a half-burned note in his handwriting that read, "They're watching me. I think the forest, it's alive." No one could understand what he meant. What was alive in the forest? And who were they? Investigators discovered strange signs in the forest. Trees had marks that looked like claw scratches. Stones were arranged in patterns, almost like an ancient ritual. Some reports claimed there were glowing lights deep within the forest at night, though these were dismissed by authorities as pranksters. Locals whispered about an old legend, the Fairview Forest Curse. According to the story, anyone who ventured into the forest on a certain night in October could be claimed by the shadows. Many dismissed it as superstition, until more disappearances began to occur. 2 weeks later, a hiker named Samuel Rhodes went missing in the same area. He was never found. Weeks later, a teenage girl, Emily Carter, vanished under similar circumstances. The town grew tense. Fear spread like wildfire. Experts from outside the town were called in. FBI agents, forensic psychologists, and even paranormal investigators examined the case. Nothing explained it. Not the weather, not the forest, not even human involvement. Thomas Miller's disappearance remained the strangest. Neighbors reported hearing Thomas's voice weeks after he vanished. Some said they saw a figure matching his description in the mist, walking silently. Others claimed to have received letters with handwriting similar to Thomas's, but the ink was unrecognizable. The paper old and weathered, as if it had aged decades in a day. A renowned physicist, Dr. Helen Crawford, came to investigate anomalies in the forest. Her instruments recorded unexplained electromagnetic fluctuations. Clocks stopped working in certain areas. Radio signals crackled with voices that weren't there. One night, Dr. Crawford set up night vision cameras to monitor the forest. What she captured was chilling. A shadow moving faster than a human, disappearing into the air as if it dissolved into nothingness. Over the years, numerous theories emerged. 1. Abduction by extraterrestrials. Some UFO enthusiasts claimed Thomas was taken by aliens. A strange circular burn mark was found near where he vanished, supporting their claims. 2. Time slip or dimensional rift. Paranormal researchers suggested that Thomas accidentally slipped into another dimension. Supporters point to the glowing lights and electromagnetic anomalies. 3. Government experiments. Conspiracy theorists claimed Thomas stumbled upon a secret military experiment testing teleportation. Classified documents were rumored to exist, but never found. 4. Supernatural forest curse. Locals still whisper that the forest itself is sentient, taking people who wander too far on specific nights. No theory was proven. No theory could fully explain why Thomas Miller simply vanished into thin air. Decades have passed, yet Thomas's story is still told in Fairview. Every October, locals leave candles and notes at the forest entrance, hoping to honor him, or perhaps appease whatever lurks within. Tourists now visit the forest, drawn by the mystery, though few stay past sundown. Many report hearing whispers, footsteps, or glimpses of a man who looks oddly out of place, always watching from the fog. Thomas Miller's disappearance inspired books, documentaries, and countless online forums. Yet, after more than 50 years, no one has discovered what truly happened. Some say the forest is patient, some say it waits, and maybe, just maybe, Thomas Miller is still out there, somewhere, in a place we cannot see, in a time we cannot touch. The most mysterious disappearance in history remains unsolved. Thomas Miller's story is a chilling reminder that some mysteries are far beyond human understanding. So next time you walk in a forest, remember, the shadows are always watching, and sometimes they take more than just memories.